Listen up everybody, stop the way you're sprinting. There's a new method, or kind of new method, of moving faster in Cold War. But before we jump into the stats, if you enjoyed, double check down below if you're subscribed. We're working on a 30K, which is so sick. So what I'm gonna do first is show you guys how to do the sprint glitch. Then I'll break down my methods of testing, show the different speeds I got. And at the end of the video, I'll let you know if it's worth implementing into your gameplay. So first things first, I gotta give a shout out to my boy MoCryptic who made this sprint glitch known to me. He's cracked on the uploads and made a video of this himself, so check him out in the description down below. And in terms of the movement itself, it's nothing too complicated at all. All that you're gonna wanna do is start sprinting and stop the second that your person is in the full sprint animation. So you see, the second that my gun is all the way down in the bottom left of the screen, I let go of the sprint button and I start again. Kind of hard to tell unless you're really looking for it, but you get a pretty good boost of speed when you initially start your sprinting. And it kind of slows down, or at least plateaus, after you hold it for a while. So what you're doing for this glitch is restarting that boost over and over again. This is really easy to do for keyboard and mouse players because all you have to do is press W, unpress it, press it again. On controller, you're gonna have to find an interesting way to stop the sprint, because if you click sprint and hold it there, you're gonna keep sprinting. So you're gonna have to lower it down, lower the actual analog stick part down, and then click again. Obviously not doing a great job because I'm holding the controller reverse, but click, lower it, click again, lower it, click again, lower it. When I have my controller the correct direction, or at least the one that I'm used to, this is how I'm able to do it. And I'm actually bringing my analog stick just a little bit to the side as I'm releasing it, instead of all the way back down, just because that's easier on my thumb. But the movement is the movement, so however you get it done is how you get it done. That's how you do the movement. Let's get right into the testing. So how I set this up was on Miami Beach, the farthest stretch that I could find in the 6v6 maps that I tried. Farthest stretch that I got is about 111 meters. And I went from this corner by the boat all the way down to that edge of the truck. I use a keyboard and mouse with automatic sprint so that it only went directly forwards. And I started and stopped the timer in my editing software on the first and last frames of the sprinting movement. And something else to keep in mind real quick is that from the in-game statistics, the fastest sprinting time we're able to get is that 15.38 meters shown on the screen right now. This is with the 1911 with no attachments that slow you down at all. And it's the same with the SMGs in their fastest grip, as well as with the knife. With that said, the most applicable seemed to be the pistol, so I started there. And anyways, let's get into the very first trial. So this is just straight up sprinting, nothing fancy about it. Running straight from the boat all the way to the truck. The time ends up being about 15.53 seconds. Given the roughly 110, 111 meter distance that we're running here, that ends up being about 7.08 meters per second, or 15.83 miles per hour. That's not 100% in line with the 15.38 miles per hour that we're told, but there could potentially be a little bit of user error in here, or error in the amount of distance that's being shown. Anyways, we'll use that as a baseline to see where the other distances are looking. Up next, we got the pistol class, but using the sprint glitch. I'm doing it pretty fast right here. This is faster than I'll probably be able to do with a controller. But anyways, the time here ends up being about 14.28 seconds, which is a pretty significant difference compared to the last one. That ends up at about 7.7 meters per second, or 17.2 miles per hour. Are you kidding me? But in my eyes, that's a pretty significant difference and can make a huge change in the timings of S&D and off the breaker respawns. For viewing pleasure, I put the two of these side by side. Again, left without the sprint glitch, right with the sprint glitch. Both of these using the pistol without any attachments that slow down your sprinting movement speed. As you can see, that right side's getting there a lot quicker. And with that 14.28 compared to the 15.53. Now in number form, it doesn't look like much, but when you're here and you're envisioning like different rush routes on S&D maps, and this is just within a 15-second time frame, there could be spots to get to that take longer. So just keep that in mind. That's a lot right there. I decided to do some further testing with the knife, both with regular sprint, ending up at that same 15.53 seconds actually. And then the knife with the sprint glitch, ending up at 14.22. So a little bit faster, but not by much. And again, I'm not perfect, so there could be some error here. I went ahead and tested this out with a 74U with the speed grip. Of course, I did this with and without the sprint glitch to see if it ended up being any worthwhile difference. A 16.05 with just a regular sprint. Compared to that 15.53, I would say that's a notable difference, and for longer rushes, this could pretty heavily impact a lot of rounds. But when you're comparing it to just running with the knife, it's not bad at all. However, when you get into the 74U with the speed grip, doing the sprint glitch, you end up at 15.48, which is just a little bit faster than straight up sprinting with the pistol. So I guess worth trying for longer distances if you have no other option. So long story short, I do recommend that you incorporate the sprint glitch into your gameplay, especially if you're someone like me who plays search and destroy, and even double that recommendation if you play competitive, whether that be league play, game battles, tournaments, etc. It is too drastic of a change in the timing of the start of rounds and even the start of respawn rounds. It's too big of an advantage to miss out on. So if you're not already running this pistol class with the muzzle brake, the 9.3 extended, steady aim laser 12 round and airborne elastic, I would. If you're someone who's not playing competitive, you're more than welcome to run dual wield or any of the other attachments. Just make sure that you stay away from the reinforced heavy or the tac ops or anything that's going to slow down your sprinting movement speed. Keep that as fast as possible on the pistol. I wouldn't necessarily recommend using a knife just because it's the exact same movement speed pretty much for the pistols, and you have the ability to shoot bullets, you know. I'm keeping my speed grip on the 74U just because that 3% increase in sprinting movement speed isn't a bad thing. Even if it's a hardpoint game and I'm not doing the sprint glitch between every single death, it never hurts to run a little bit faster. And that is all for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Snipes in one round, AK-47 in the next.
Oh, Mo, you got bomb.
I got it. Oh, he's outer tank. D. Oh my gosh, he's actually bad.
I missed.
Ace.
Just have that sound.
Ace. I'm gonna look for a snipe mid. If I don't see anything, I'm gonna switch back to a 74 and go back.
Right.
The one.
Nice, let's go, Jake. We're gonna stun him.
Double, triple nade, I'm stunned.
Nice, Jake.
Fat ace. Yeah, that's a fat ace for you, brother. Yeah.
Going mid.
I fixed it.
Go.
Well, yeah, I updated it
Wait,
and I installed a bunch of illegal mods. And
Oh.
I go off. That's why.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be close on B. Whoever has bomb, be careful.
There's nothing showing it, eh?
Wanna
Oh,
take a
I
little
like it,
swim?
actually.
Wanna be a little dolphin for a second?
You're watching that?
Cheeky.
Let's go, Jay.
Oh my god!
Jay! Alright, we get to see it.
Wait.
Did you get him again? Same person?
no, bring it back.
Oh, hello.
Jay, bro,
Mm.
what are you on,
Is
dude?
this one time from YouTube? It is, Jay. It is.
Yo, 5 bangs. You see
Surprised
that?
I'm someone famous.